What is going on, everybody? Thammagotcha here, and welcome into some Fossil Cup battles where we're using Lanturn, Mudboy of Swampert, and Lucario. So this team performed decently well for me. Gonna go on a 4-1 run on this set. I've been playing a lot of Great League, but I wanted to get a Fossil Cup out team for you guys. And Ferrothorn is probably the biggest core breaker for this whole team, except for Lucario. Lucario can handle it, but if you swap out into the Lucario, you're going to get the swap out and you're not going to have Lucario on Ferrothorn. So unfortunately, they swap into a Pelipper here. Pretty good matchup, and we did get baited with the mirror shot, but we're going to get off 2 Hydro Cannons here before they get off a Weather Ball. Weather Ball is going to KO from this range. 2 Hydro Cannons are not going to be enough to KO, and they know this, so they let both of them go. So Weather Ball, left, right, almost good night, which allows us to get to another Hydro Cannon. Misplayed by them because they did undercharge that Weather Ball. Hydro Cannon would have knocked out, and now we just come into Lanturn. We farm down. They stayed in a little bit longer with the Ferrothorn, so now I come in with the Lucario. I'm thinking this is just gonna be a mirror shot here, so I let it go, and hopefully we can get to the moves, but it's a Swampert in the back, and that is so unfortunate because Shadow Ball gonna be coming in, probably getting that last shield, and even if I do end up shielding this move, they're just going to outpace us to another Hydro Cannon. So I have to try to lay it all on the Lanturn here, and Lanturn is just not going to be able to get the job done. I'm going to farm up as much energy as I can, but all my charge moves are going to be resisted against that Ferrothorn. And to add insult to injury, the Surf does not even knock out. So I got to shield up the EQ. That would do massive damage. My goodness gracious. I'm just hoping that a Power Whip does not knock out. But it is super effective damage. And Lanturn is just not that much of a tank. And a Surf would not have KO'd either. So Power Whip gonna be saying left, right, good night to that Lanturn, and that's gonna be a good game. Well played to my opponent there. So hopping into the next matchup here. Amazing lead here. Jellicent into Lanturn. Out comes a Lucario, and I'm not gonna swap out right away. I'm gonna try and get shield advantage here. I know it's gonna be 8 to the Shadow Ball. I think it's about 7 to the close combat. So I'm gonna throw the Surf here just before they get to a move, and here they go. They're going to be throwing a move. I'm going to shield up. This is probably going to be a power-up punch. Yes, just a power-up punch. And then I'm going to go for another Surf. I thought about going into Swampert there, but then I was like, I got to get both shields down, or else they're going to shield once and just counter us all the way down. So I'm going to farm up just a little bit more energy here. And I'm just going to outpace to another Surf. So there's really no point in me swapping out. I do shield up the second power-up punch, and look at the damage already. Lanturn is a pretty bulky Pokemon, and we are deep in the red. I'm going to swap right away into my Lucario here, hoping that whatever is in the back is weak, and it's a Alolan Sandslash, but they bring back in the Jellicent, and we get to the Shadow Ball. A little bit of lag, because that would have been a CMP tied to my Shadow Ball. Surf, just not enough to KO, so I'm going to do one more counter, maximizing my counter damage. Not really, because it's double resisted. Shadow Ball, not enough to one shot, but we do get the farm down, and we get crucial counter damage against that Alolan Sandslash. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in with my Lanturn here. I'm going to make them expend energy, because I know they would have beaten me to 2 moves if I brought up my Swampert. Ice Punch, just enough to KO the Lanturn. I come in with the Swampert. They're not going to beat me to the back-to-back here, and this Ice Punch is going to be enough. Or Drill Run, not going to be able to KO. Hydro Cannon is definitely going to KO this Alolan Sandslash. So GG's, well played to my opponent there. Kind of a tight matchup, but we did pull out the win. So we're going to be hopping into the next matchup here. Lanturn into Pelipper, another amazing lead, and you're probably going to guess it. It's going to be Lucario safe swap, but no, it's a Registeel, and that is absolutely amazing. So from here, we do sneak the counter in, so I'm going to shield this move up, and I'm going to go for a very aggressive farm down. Hopefully, I can get there, and we do. Absolutely amazing, because we didn't get the attack fall. So now we just have so much energy that Pelipper coming back in. Shadow Ball is going to be doing massive damage. Look at the damage. You love to see it getting to another Shadow Ball. Probably going to be getting that shield. And I think I kind of want to preserve my Lucario, but I'm not going to be able to, unfortunately. But, or can we? I think I do shield this. Yeah, I do shield the weather ball up, but I'm not going to be able to get the farm down before they get to another move. Quite unfortunate. But from here, I can just come in with my Swampert. We are not able to get to a move, but it is a Lucario. So I'm going to throw the Hydro Cannon. I'm going to farm up, I think, 3 more mud shots. Yeah, I do farm up 3 more mud shots. And then I try to catch a move here. A lot of lag going on. I could have just went straight for the Hydro Cannon, and that would have KO'd. But I thought they would have thrown their Shadow Ball to take out my Swampert. But either way, Surf is now going to knock out this Lucario. And then we get the 1 Spark to knock out the Pelipper. So left, right, good night, Lucario. And they decide to quit the match. And that's going to be a good game. Well played to my opponent here. And now we're going to be hopping in to, I think it's the final matchup, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a Golisopod lead. Pretty good lead for us here. We're going to be doing super effective damage. Out comes a Registeel. And from here, I'm going to make it to the close combat because I was not slow on swapping in this time. And close combat is going to be saying left, right, good night. See you later, Registeel. And that's going to be amazing. Goodbye, Registeel. And now back in comes a Golisopod. We are 2 stages debuffed. Make that 4 after this close combat, but my opponent decides to shield that up, which is absolutely fine by me. So Lucario taking switch advantage, Lucario taking shield advantage. Lucario is a beast in this meta. So I come back in with the Lanturn here. We're going to get hit by a liquidation, but that's completely fine by me. Oh, it's an X-Scissor. Yeah, it's completely fine by me. And they come in with a Ferrothorn, and this could be very troublesome. Or is it? Because an Earthquake is going to one-shot this Ferrothorn, and I need to make sure I'm throwing on perfect timing so that I can make it to 2 Earthquakes before they make it to 3 Power Whips. So I'm going to be shielding this move up. They're not going to be able to bullet seed us down before we get to a second Earthquake, or so I'm thinking. So they end up throwing that move, and I think we're going to get there because I think we're 1 mud shot away. 2 mud shots, we get to the harder Earthquake, and this Earthquake is going to be rocking the boots off of this Ferrothorn. Left, right, good night. In comes that Golisopod. Doesn't matter how much energy they have. I have residual energy. X-Scissor is not a great move, and Thunderbolt is going to be enough to one-shot the Golisopod. 1 more X-Scissor, but it is not going to save them, everybody, because Lanturn is a bulk monster. Thunderbolt will be doing enough here. Left, right, good night to that Golisopod. And that is going to be a good game and a beautiful 4-1 set here in the Fossil Cup. This is a rock, paper, scissors matchup kind of team cup composition going on here. So I don't necessarily recommend you guys play this too much if you guys want to consistently gain elo. But I could be wrong, but you know, I don't know. It's not my favorite cup. I'm going to continue to play Great League until I hopefully reach Legend soon. And then I'll kind of play around with the Fossil Cup a little bit more for everybody to give you guys teams to play around with. So again, thank you all so very much for watching. If you guys are liking the content, hit that like button, comment if you want to see anything in the future. And like always, I'll see everybody in the next video.